Hi, teammates. I believe Jesus is the lion with the eagle's wings, spoken of in Daniel 7, whose wings were plucked for the Gentiles. Let me just walk you through the events of my day. Just a few events. We'll go through the last part of my day here. So, I went to a movie. I was going to see The Grinch. So I went to this new movie theater in Las Vegas, and it's part of a casino, so it was kind of a spread out deal. So I get my ticket and I go into the movie, and somebody's in my seat. This African American is in my seat, and he's with a large group of people, and they're all talking and stuff. So I decide, let's not even bother him, it's no big deal. I'll just go find another seat. So I find another seat. Then a whole row was empty, and the previews are going on. So then all these Hispanics come in, and they take up the whole row. And one of the Hispanics asked me to get up out of his seat, so I got up. And then I just decided I'm going to get my money back. And so I went and got my money back and just walked out of the theater with my drink. And I was like, okay, that's the end of that. It was for The Grinch anyway. So, it was okay. But then I had to go to the bathroom really bad. I had to take a leak. So I drive across the road to a Caine's, and I go inside the Caine's chicken and go into the bathroom, and I notice on the wall outside the bathroom is a Marilyn Monroe poster, and she's got a barbell up above her head, holding it with two hands. And then I go into the bathroom, and on the mirror is a football helmet. So it's like whenever you wash your hands, you're looking at yourself with a football helmet on. And then I walk out, and then there's a Santa Claus in line to get Caine's chicken. So I immediately thought of the Smith, bloweth the coals in the fire. And I thought, well, that was an experience just now, and it's because everything that happened to get me to that Caine's, I thought, well, something's going on here. So, I looked at the Smith, and I thought, well, the foodie of the Smith, of the Ralph Foodie, AIAC, if you break down the coding of Smith, the word, the foodie relates to my cousin Mitch, who was involved in a football accident when he was in high school and had the mind of a third grader the rest of his life because they couldn't get the helmet off. His head swelled up in the helmet, and it was a big accident. So I thought that's the food. And he was always, he was a big eater. He'd always eat a lot, and he'd throw up sometimes and stuff because he ate so much. And he wasn't real obese or anything. He was just a big eater. That's what he looked forward to. So and then I looked at Ralph, and I thought, well, Jesus is the healer, So you got Jesus, Ralph, and then Mitch as one person reincarnated. And then the 92 is my birthday. IBAEH, after Earth H. That relates to doing sacrifices instead of obeying the Lord. I went against one of my grandpa's dreams and decided to go deeper into the rabbit hole of, following the spirit and the smoke and all that stuff. And that was in 2014. So, and that's what Saul did, was he, in a way, I don't know about the spirit and the smoke, but he sacrificed animal sacrifices instead of obeying the Lord. So right there you have Mitch, Saul, and Jesus, all as the Smith. So, and then in the bathroom, the mirror was like Kevin J. O'Connor, and I thought of the beast out of the earth because the mirror is mentioned in the film Widows. And he's in a wheelchair, and I did that vision about Bruce Willis had broken his arm after a train, and the train represents like the Mummy movie that he was in. And it was like in the bathroom in that poster we're mocking Jesus, because she's got the barbell up above her head, as if to say like, I can carry the weights over my head, like, and Mitch's injury was a head injury. And I believe that God takes Mitch across the firmament every day as the sun. I think Mitch is in the sun.